Hello guys, welcome back to its programmer. This is Evan Gaikwad in front of you, and guys also welcome back to our JavaScript practice series. Okay, so guys, in this video we are going to see three major concepts of JavaScript. From that, first is async, second is await, and then after we are going to see API. Okay, what is API? API is application programming interface. We will see it later. First of all, discuss what is async and await. So guys, before discussing async and await, I am going to say you that async and await is a combination. Okay, we use the combination of async and await to deal with an APIs. Okay, so we will see it later. First of all, discuss what is async. So just to take a pre-idea of async keyword, we will just understand that async is a keyword in JavaScript. Okay, async is a keyword. Async is a keyword. And why do we use async keyword? Async keyword is used to build async functions. Async is a keyword, and async keyword is used to build async functions, and async function returns promises. Async function returns promise. So what is this promise? So first of all, we will see what is promise. Okay, async function returns promise. So what is promise? Promise is most similar example like our real life. Okay, as you know guys, JavaScript is most similar like our real life. Why? Because much concepts in JavaScript are most similar which are match our real life. जर तुम्ही रिअल लाईफ मध्ये एखाद्याला जर तुम्ही प्रॉमिस केला तर तुम्हाला आउटपुट जे असतं ना ते द्यावंच लागतं. फॉर एक्झाम्पल, जर आपण आपल्या आईवडिलांना प्रॉमिस केला की मला 10th मध्ये मी तुम्हाला 90च्या अबोव मार्क्स जे ते मी आणून दाखवेल, 90च्या अबोव पर्सेंटेज जे ते मी तुम्हाला आणून दाखवेल, असं जर आपण आपल्या आईवडिलांना प्रॉमिस केला आणि मे बी आपल्याला जर 90च्या वर म्हणजेच 90च्या अबोव जर पर्सेंटेज नाही पडले तर आपण आपल्या प्रॉमिसला फेल असतो. जर आपल्याला 90च्या वर पर्सेंटेज पडले तर आपण आपल्या प्रॉमिसला सक्सेसफुल असतो. म्हणजेच काय, आपण जर आपल्या आईवडिलांना किंवा कोणालाही जर प्रॉमिस केला तर तो प्रॉमिस जर फेल झाला तर आपण फेल्युअर स्टेट दाखवतो. जर आपण तो प्रॉमिस मध्ये सक्सेस झालो तर आपण सक्सेसफुल स्टेट दाखवतो. सर सेम, इफ वी हॅव रिटर्न if any function returns promise, then it can return a 3 state. Means promise returns 3 state in JavaScript. First state is resolve state. Resolve is most similar like success. Okay, second is pending state, and third is rejected state. Rejected is also more similar like failure. So got it guys? Promises in JavaScript returns 3 states always. First is resolve, second is pending, third is rejected. If any function is returning promise, then that promise can be in 3 forms. There are these 3 forms. Okay, so I hope you have understand the promises in JavaScript. Now we will see if any function returning promise, then which is that function which returns promise. So guys, async is a keyword which is used to make async function. And async function returns promise by default. Okay, if you have make any async function, that async function returns promise by defaultly. Okay, so where do we use async functions? So let's discuss. If whenever you are dealing with API, at that time we use async functions. Okay, so what is API? API is application programming interface. We will discuss in next video later, because this video will be very lengthy if we will discuss API in same video. Okay, so whenever we are dealing with API, at that time we use async functions. So just let's consider there is one API. Okay, there is one API. Let's consider the API is of cat facts. Okay, if there is any API which is generating a cat facts randomly, so we will take a URL of that API. Okay, we will store it into a variable that is let URL. Okay, we have stored the API in URL variable, and what we want to make an async function which will return a cat facts. Okay, so now we are dealing with API, so that's why we are using async function. Okay, just fit that thing in your mind. Whenever we are dealing with API, at that time we use async function, and in that async function we deals with await keyword. Okay, so now we have take the URL of API, and now we will make here async function. So okay, so let's make async that is keyword. We are using this keyword to make an async function. Async function's name will be cat facts, and this function, in the body of this function there will be a try block. Where do we use try and catch block? If you want a separate video on try and catch block, then please comment in comment box. I will make a separate video for try and catch concept. Okay, so in async we have taken the async keyword, we have made a function of which has name cat facts, and in that function we will now take the output of this. What is this? That is API. So here we will write one axios.get method. Axios.get method. Where do we use axios.get and what is axios? So first of all we will discuss what is axios and what is axios.get. Okay, so first of all I want to write here code. After that we will discuss that particular thing. Okay, so here we will use axios.get, and in that method we will pass our URL. Okay, we will pass our URL in that. So here we will write URL, and any result will be there which will come from this. We will store it in result variable. Okay, so we will store it in result variable, and this result variable should be get printed in a console. So we will also write down here console.log result. So and if there any error occurred, then we will catch it also. So we will also write here catch, and in that we will pass E for to catch that error, and simply we will print that error in our console. So this is a simple code for async function. Okay, so guys, if you will see this code, so here what we have done, we have make an async function, that is cat facts. We use async keyword to make it async, and in that function we are using try and catch block. In that try block we have written a risky code. Okay, what is risky code? We are calling API that from by using URL. We are calling the API by using a URL and the function axios.get. So first of all we will discuss what is axios.get. So for to discuss that, you should be known about what is axios. So guys, axios is a library of API. The HTTPS APIs are there which are stored in a axios library, and that axios library provides us a method, that is axios.get. If we will use .get method, then it acts as a fetch method. Okay, have you listened about fetch? If you have listened about fetch method, if you will pass URL in fetch method, then it simply returns an output, and that output is not in form of JSON data. Okay, what is JSON data? JavaScript object notation. Okay, so JSON data is in form of object notation, which is most similar like JavaScript objects. So that JSON data we can get from this axios.get method, but that JSON data we can't get from fetch method. So instead of fetch we use axios.get. Okay, and if someone will ask you what is axios, then axios is a library. Okay, so I hope you have understand it in good manner. Okay, so we have understood that why we have used axios.get method. Okay, after that what we are doing, if you will use this axios.get method, then there will be one response which will be in JSON form, which will be returned from this function, and this will be stored in response, that is variable, which will be stored in res, and that's response we will be print in console. Okay, if there any error occurred, means if API didn't responsive, then what will be there will be any error occurred, and that error will be simply solved here during using catch statement, and we will simply solve that error in catch statement. So first of all I want to say that, have you used here await keyword? No, we have not used here await keyword. And if you will simply copy that code, and if you will simply print it in your VS Code, then I can definitely give you that surety that this code will not return you an output. Okay, it will return you output, means it will return you promise, but your promise will be in pending form. As we studied now, the promise returns 3 forms, that is resolved, rejected and pending. So from that 3 states, your this code will return promise which will be in pending form. So if you want resolve form, then what will you do? You will simply use here await keyword. So we will what we will do, we will use here let response, that was our variable in which we are storing our output. In that we will use await, and using await we will do here axios dot get method, and in that we will pass URL. Okay, so now what will happen? Why we are using await? Because if you are here sending any request to API, which we have passed here, if you are sending any request to API, then we are not sure that API will respond quickly. Okay, API can take some time to respond. So what we are doing, we are waiting for it. We are waiting for it to respond any API. We are waiting. So to wait, we are using await function. That is keyword. Okay, so guys, I hope in this video you have got better understanding about the combination of async and await. So guys, one more thing is there. We are using here await keyword. Where can we use await keyword? We can use await keyword only in a function which is async. Okay, any function is not async, then we can't use await keyword in that. Okay, and also what is the one major benefit of await keyword and actually the concept of await keyword? If you are using await keyword, then until that output comes, this function will not allow to execute the next task which is performing by using that same URL. Means what I want to say you, if you have used this URL, okay, if you are using this particular API and you have used await keyword, and if you are again calling, if you want again one more response, okay, that is response 2, I want to erase it. Okay, if you want again one more response, if you are using here response 2 and you are again using await and then axios dot get and that same URL, means what you will get here one cat facts. Okay, and after that you are again calling that same URL, then what will happen? Do you know what will happen? First of all, you will call for first first fact. Okay, so here we have used await. So until the first fact is get written by using this API, until that fact returns, your second URL will not be used. Okay, if that URL means if your API respond you for this particular statement, then after this statement will be executed. Means it will wait for it and after it will done. Means what await keyword is also wait to complete any task. Okay, but it doesn't mean that if you have used your await, then your further task will be stopped. It doesn't matter. Means if you are using any await keyword for any API, then only the task which is related to that API it will hold. But the task which you have written in your code, which is belongs to your application, then it will not be get hold. Okay, so guys, this was the little thing about async and await keyword. Okay, we use this combination when we are dealing with APIs. So it is very important to know about APIs. What is APIs? Okay, so we are going to discuss the API in our next video. So I hope you will wait for it. Okay, so guys, how was this video? Please comment in comment box. If you are new in this channel, then please subscribe our channel and join our programmers family. And also you are again welcome in our JavaScript practice series. Okay, this is the video 2 of JavaScript practice series. And okay guys, if you like this video, please hit the like button and comment in comment box how was this video. Okay, see you then. We will meet in next video. Till then, keep learning, keep coding. Bye bye.